Imagine yourself walking through the corridors of the White House, going from room to room and hallway to hallway. There are people bustling about, going on with their individual routines, busily performing tasks. Imagine the smells that permeate the atmosphere, the scent of freshly scrubbed floors, or the recently starched linens, or the familiar aroma of bread baking in the large kitchen at the end of the hall. Imagine the brightly lit rooms where specks of dust dance gently in the beams of sunlight that streams through an abundant large panes of glass that lend each room their own unique feel. Imagine it is the early 1860s. Now, imagine experiencing all this as a cat. Hello, I am Anakyn Heidrich, and this is another episode of Anakyn's Cat Corner, coming from a real corner, where today we will be learning about Abraham Lincoln and his cats. Today's shout out goes to Tyler Sickles from Colorado. As per usual, please do keep sending me photos of your beloved cats and dogs, as you never know if you're going to be chosen. Photos are chosen randomly at any given moment, but I do see all photos. So if you want your voice to be heard, post your photos and see if you get chosen. And today's co-host is none other than Estelle the cat. William Edward was the U.S. Secretary of State from 1861 to 1869. He was a friend of Mr. Lincoln and was aware of the president's habits of frequently bringing home stray cats and kittens, much to Mary Lincoln's frustration. Mr. Seward gifted 2 cats to his friend. The cats were named Tabby and Dixie. These 2 felines held a special place in the president's heart. It is said that he often speaks to the cats for 30 minutes at a time. It is even reported that during a particular moment of frustration, the president proclaimed, quote, "Dixie is smarter than my entire cabinet, and furthermore, she doesn't talk back," end quote. The office of the president comes with its own protocols and routines, which are the staples of American matters. Our leaders are expected to dress well, speak politely, and be generous hosts. Imagine then, if you will, the poor utter embarrassment Mrs. Lincoln must have suffered one night on the dinner table when, during a formal dinner, the president fed Tabby directly from the table. Later that night, when Mary voiced her unhappiness, President Lincoln replied, quote, "If the gold fork was good enough for President Buchanan, I think it would be good enough for Tabby," end quote. During the Civil War, historians estimate between 620,000 and 750,000 soldiers were confirmed dead, not to mention the uncombatant civilians, and those left maimed and wounded. Leading the nation during this time must have been simply indescribable. When we all think of Lincoln, we've all been fed the image of a hero unshakable in his conviction and morals. He was all too mortal. The weight of leadership drug on him. The blunders of personal losses engulfed him. But I'd like to leave you with another image of Lincoln. You see, as the story goes, in March of 1864, while at the headquarters of Ulysses S. Grant in Virginia during the siege of Petersburg, Mr. Lincoln became distracted by the crying sound of kittens. According to the writing of Admiral David Porter, the admiral was touched by the sight of the leader of the United States, quote, "tenderly caressing 3 stray kittens," end quote. He went on to say, quote, "It is well illustrated the kindness of the man's disposition and showed the childlike simplicity which was mingled with the grandeur of his nature," end quote. After stroking the animals for some time, he quietly told them, quote, "Kitties, thank God you are not cats. I can't understand this terrible strife that is going on," end quote. Before leaving the officer's tent, the president spoke again, commanding, quote,
I hope that you will see that these poor little motherless waifs are given plenty of milk and treated kindly, end quote. And within that, he left. Within 13 months, the kindly president would be assassinated. I find it tragic for that. For the most part, Lincoln has become more legend than man. His compassion for animals is easily forgotten. I wonder if it would have been more fitting if the Lincoln Memorial were to have his beloved furry friends perched upon his knee under one of his gentle hands. Remember, as it is often said, in a world where you could be anything, be kind. Today, I would love to give a shout out to Tyler Sickles. Here is a picture of his beloved kitten posted in early June. She looks like an angel to me. The cat's name is Muri. I enjoy the photos that have been sent to me for my shout-outs. As per usual, please keep sending me pictures of your beloved animals, as not only as it helps the series, it also helps bring light to my day. Keep in mind, these are picked at random, so get them out now, as you never know if your beloved animals will be seen on my videos. As always, thank you for watching another episode of Anakyn's Cat Corner. Like, share, subscribe, and just as always, tap that